saying to me, dear, no, Asugusua, Utieno, Yadamunina Assess, Masiabeka, it's a Monday afternoon, the 8th day of February 2021. The best Ramakakra, more on Facebook Live. We had some challenges with our sound, but fortunately, I'm told, sound not saying so ababak, more on Facebook Live. Yadamunina Assess. Continuously on Facebook. Many thanks for joining us. Ekosiisen is Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social, and current affairs talk show. Many your say bunsu from you be. If you say ebebo, that's not say it's the show you've been waiting for. I know that. And God. Fortunately, we are all here. I did Bremo and Monshan and so my the production team nasty for making this possible. Dominic Kisi Yaboa, Nana Chumberema Jackson or saying Tiamwa, your Eric Opari DJ and a Queen Star a Japan. And you know boy me the Ekosiisen Bremo and today we are excited because the man himself is back. Oman hene kwabena sante atenase ewo studio hantie nche mobeten nka menim se moten nka ache papa nyame adom ase aba beka yensa ewo studio ha oman hene kwabena asante enti munyina mo nhya ne nso ema yefisa me ekopim se nonsia ne fa ebebo na ye hwede dwumadie no abramo enti mo nhya ne nso emfa ema ye 36 minutes after 2 live on Asempa FM. Oman hine atena se and Supreme Court etna ase. Very, very interesting development in the apex court of the land. Yabeko Supreme Court, Akwa Kodi and Komo. Later on the show, so lawyer Sami Jemfeba Bekayen Sasanso and a lawyer Andrew Ejapa Mesa. Now, the discussion segment, no, etumi ediabren. But before that, no, Yebedin Komo, some private legal practitioners, Bekasa, would be in court, a court correspondent, Ebedi and Komo, plus spokespersons for the various parties in this court suit. Anyone so able to me, Eddie and Komo. Join us. Your thoughts, your comments, your observations are all welcome. 0546 382 287. 0546 382 287. Let's stay interactive. Facebook and so now share ubetimi comment go uko YouTube live ubetimi ashare and uko YouTube by a channel Asempa 94.7 FM on YouTube. So please keep the comments coming through. Oman hene kwabena sante akwa aba na pom to saying
nyamiadum obi boko na ozo echeti saying
nyamiadum crying kakra
very good
crying kakra
okaso crying
na no so fe papa
mesha de pa. Yeah. But in the midst of all this, you don't invest in Intadie, you don't invest in Ovidie, you don't invest in Yoma and Semfata. You know, a vanity. You invest in Onyame. The biggest challenge we have now, your closeness and your relationship with your maker.
With God.
But when it ni upabo she efe kwa ne boarding kwa atade a wo she ne sa ohunama oboka no we nyina ebetwam. Then question is that asase a wo ba so no ebra ben na beboy esu ben ana obedana di impact ben susu so ben ana otibija ho no. The most critical point in the home no that your closeness with your maker, not your investment in your PhDs and your material things, not your investment in this, but your investment in your soul. Is very, very key. That's why the be catch us say onkwa okoku kontin kra your friend race. Say o sire onyame ahode e de kan na moko kontin kra your friend grace. So that is what is needed and needful in times like this. It me that's it. So baso say matade no e ade a efe atade de nyame adom de biada me say what time is it atade but ni na ye huhudie what is called vanity ebetwam but atade ba ko de betre hoda eno ne onyame asem so atiase eno de eti hoda it de biada no and also stop from enjoying the fruits of your labor, genuine fruits of your labor. And no stop that don't drive good cars, but and no should not be a priority.
And what's your priority?
If there's any investment, and we are It is understanding the times that you find yourself in. Isaka mano. It sounds exactly. If you don't understand the times, that's why you have a challenger. When you be brace, Michelle the latest designer way, Michelle Fergamo, Mabo. Exactly. Exactly. Very, very unimportant, but still important for life. If we say, oh, pre, as soon as it is a unruha and copring of fast and catasudiano. So, Usikabasu 2-bedroom, and prayers will be as a 5-bedroom and a pool and a tennis court. It is chinchinichia, also Sakwan here, Unembu, Ebua, Susan Sono, and your papa. So, this life that we live, what is left is our relationship with our Creator and our Maker, and the admission that there's a hand, there's an altar. That altar continues to speak for us, because without the altar speaking for us, Obi, there are several altars in this world that we live. But Ubusa who say altar ben ana utrisha sia e kasa ma. Enti ehia Genti American and a weird Cassicas and say also Obama Basuma Tadia Nipa do na adwene ku ha. But the here say power ya braba ye bom. Enya o Bentley no. Enya perfume mi rua ha ageme wono. Debi. Eye ayonko fasronko e dawo ni Kristo. Unu nyame intem. The admission that there is a God, there is a hand, there is that special altar bia. Ese se odo ho e shase.
Anope na me hwe lawyer Samson Lardy anyenene ewo TV so na ni suit ehye no enye bad. Wa be kan man na kwa aba na afa yem to so.
Lawyer be kan. Na se edwene wajadwene ana. Ara ote meti de catch you.
Lawyer akwa aba na pom to say.
Mr. Busano, me share news file in Chester. That no me there.
Yes.
Me share that's what I reintroduce. Who's all my take?
Yes.
They say them so there's a legal my
Samson's legal light.
By Jawa ho.
Yeah.
Jawa to no oka zeno so. Oh ma kwan ma from Accra from or kind of pepper
watertight.
Oh, lawyer, I put it to you that we there.
Oh my
Bibi aboko there.
Oh, Charlie, I don't know Bible.
Yeah, nyame ase. Ansana ye beto aso kra konsem nim no. En Bibi akoso Supreme Court ye nipa bebre na wanwa kakra. Say respondents they decided say after say petition and now closing the case, no, omo witnesses and ya de ombe pese ombe frɛ won. Eye normal, is it allowed?
Okay. Ehun akoba ayikra omodi hu wentwi a court no say yame adoma echina ombe ye argument. But ne mepese ye be nya ho adefia kakra free ho no eniye. Sabi obi odi wasem koto kota wo se wo pe enyina so na wo de wasem koto ho sabi enye like they will say the weakness of the case of your opponent and I will be used e wo court to them ho, but the strength of your own case. Senior Beya, a podampa, the case got to court to them. Nipa, I was a obemuno. Na case no etiano. It me ba, says to be omum mampo, and I say bibisa. And so, say, as semono, you won't send you a while, you call for what we call judgment in default of defense or appearance. Say, bia, ya somehow. One for a new yama ntino ye buse adieno uni wanu ye anaso uni asempa bi aka enti obi asemo de baye no ye bua ama no but ye won sim bi wo ho a se obi aba se obi ama court no wa sede se ono aye den o hwehwemu na stela yetimi aye den etoto ano ni hu se ampeniam pa nipa na amade nanso ne wudi be kan ede wo beka wo court no ye ntie no tra nka se yemfa atemu yemua mawo inti yebeto am na wo di eho adanse aba sebe se fa sa se bi ho a wo be wo so wo de ho adanse ba na abra obi ni ho a oni no eko a obe pe ye friend say weakness wo case no ma point no there bi kra no eno kra mpo no still a ye be hyew na watre se ampa o case and sana ye ibua asem no se be bua ma wa ye bua ma me de eno shate na ye nya sa anti ase no obi se unimpa so se ba ne friend no criminal cases na se oman no edu ekugina courta criminal case ya na ye oman no enedu kugina
yes
court
asmdbia
antina ya ye to din say republic
versus yeah
just wonne oman no nya asem e wo mu se sebe asem bi bibia koba na mene obi ye phone tokwa na sebe makotwe sekan ana bibisa na me pra no nanso sa asem no enye say ye di ni say mene obi ntem but say oman no aye nhihye say yem pese yebewo the state of survival of the fittest no ntino e wo say woni oman no na enya enti obehya say wo criminal case cry ya yebehya say na nipa odi asem no beto ho no na we di kan
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM
ne nkrofo a omoba be di adanse no witnesses no ne de omo to adakam na wo lawyer ugina ho ma nipa na ye de asema to no so no sabi defense no na what to prosecution na no into to o ma no meka prosecution no na meka nkrofo a mo di asem na etia wo no woto to o ma no mo de witness statements aba wahwem waka no to o ma no uni omu wie kra na afi aka se wo bebie wo case na wo so wafrɛ wo nkrofo abetina adwam na ya toto o ma no ne nkeka ho no ɛna sisi aso de ɛya na wa file witness statement dada a yenim nkrofo wo ba be frɛ mo na the other side no eso atoto o ma no enso unye wie the first stage na okaya ɛya ye taaye bibia frɛ no submission of no case. A ban sana ye no bebre to the defense lawyer via criminal case bebre ubuhona ya submission of no case. Court no to be jina enoso ibua eka se
Asempa FM
nipa odi asem no baye
Ekosiisen on Asempa
FM ye odi
FM
abeto court dem ho any lawyer ojina muma ne ye de asem ato no so no omototo sa nkrofo no ne nkrofo no omototo oma no ne nkeka ho no omonsem no sebi ensisu anase endimu inti ye kan say prima facie case has not been established most of wa ni ebu case no ego na asem no etwetwa but that is not in a civil matter. In a civil matter no me ma first two examples are me no me de boasa ne be ya sabi ya disia no mu be ye mre kakra because I thought that na emra no wa nhwe ya na afa weni so kakra nti obekte na grofo asase e ka na we de koba ne se na ono de odu no so no so ma adaka no mbekasa e wo se ye hye no no de okay o de mayan kan no po ne yemra no tre no eno na lawyer for no ekotu ye Justin Amenuvo or refer to order 36 rule 43 of CI 47 or refer ye no
on Asempa FM
obekaya judges no bisa na say enti eba na sa na witness statement a witness odia to court no edem ha no eno ye be ye ne den eno san refer o mo call CI 78 eno ne emra fofra ye de eboa ne ye de witness statement ne trial no sa emra no say woyɛ w'adwen sɛ beebi edu no wonna ɛmfrɛ wo nipa no ma ne mbɛgyina adaka mu biom a ɔno so n'asɛm a wɔkukyire de agu krataa so no yɛtumi ɛde to mu as what is known as hearsay evidence. Near etie obi the case sɛ wade a wasɛm ka no treat no as hearsay evidence na kyerɛ sɛ emu duro no akɔfam sɛ yɛde yɛ adwuma a sɛbe wogyina so kɛse ɛde ka asɛm a yɛntumi mfa nka asɛm ma no nkɔ akyi nti ɔka asɛ wieɛ no ubeti ana ajajifoɔ no ebi ebisa lawyer ekata nsɛm baako mmienu bi na ɔmo nyinaa mo nsɛm bi sɛ ni na ekosi adeɛ baako so
Asempa FM
adekora ekosi so no ɛno ɛna mɛka sɛ yɛntwe adwen kosi case bi so yɛfrɛ no Samson Lardy'S versus Adamu Dramani Sakande and the Attorney General. That asɛm no kopie Supreme Court no. Supreme Court di asɛm no wie no. Saa question we ɛbae abra no mu di saa asɛm no. Na question no bae no. Emmerɛ mu no onim sɛ na yɛyɛ adwuma. Sɛ na yɛyɛ adwuma ne sɛ yɛbisa sɛ asɛm we ebi esida. Esi yɛ no kwan bɛn so ɛne ɛfaeɛ a yɛde yɛ den yɛde siesie yɛ ana asɛm bɛn ɛna court no kae tutuo court kɛseɛ no ɛdeɛ no kae nti 2012 ne Supreme Court no kae nie ɛna me paraphrase ɔmo ka sɛ if the defendant is opposed to opening the oral hearing,
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM,
he should not be compelled to. End quote. If the defendant is opposed to opening the oral hearing, he should not be compelled to. End quote. We for Samuel Kofi Dateba and Ujina court n'anim ɛde to hɔ na ɔka de ahyɛ mmara na ɛyɛ CI 47 section order 36 na ɛyi a yɛka ho asɛm na ɔka de ahyɛ ɛnoma sɛ sɛbe ɔmo discuss here no ɔkan judgment na ɔmo ka sɛ it is a matter of privilege sɛ obi ka sɛ ɔkɔ adaka no mu a ɛnyɛ nhyɛ but it's a matter of privilege. So it is a question of privilege versus obligation. Is there an obligation or is it a question of privilege? And it's a question of privilege. The person cannot be compelled. Maka we no.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Nanso Niemeka edi aka ho ne sɛ sɛbe ebia petition hearing which is of the nature of a constitutional dispute which combines, I am aware from looking at the history of election petitions across the world, which combines both the adversarial and inquisitorial jurisprudence. Na enko yese ajaji for a civil case into ajaji for tnaho no mu de omo nsa hye omo dem refem no mu tie se lawyer for no abeko omo asem na omo bewie no yahwe ne odi nkunim anani wendi nkunim. But we are educated to understand that election petitions combine both the adversarial and the inquisitorial approach. Inquisitorial approach no kyerɛ sɛ agyagyefoɔ no so wɔ tumi sɛ ɔmo ɛmfa ɔmo nsa ɛnhyɛ ɔmo dɛm refrɛm bɛtɛ ɔmo bɛka sɛ sɛbe sɛ wototo obiara no mpo a almost would to me someone as to Nipana Nubi, no more can be no more training. Say, be a baby or I was will be the Banwan farm mass, or more to me almost say be our own farm, Ramua Mujina mo, or more to me so Eddie. Ain't a beer, not as far as the way a election petition in tea. A bit me up by say, or Moko cast them a chna, court no, a bear, Chenadrin say.
Hello, lawyer. Too bad. Lawyer Samson Lardy, and Yanene Homano article. We would work the lines and get him back now. Yaneno Atwa in common into here share and the fresh issue lawyers for the respondent editor. You say petition and this were closing the case there. Omosha on share down fen yina so titiri bia MI. Mumpe was a man so free on witnesses. Inti second respondent another lawyers chimua chairman Peter McMahon kromu nyampo mfre ni bio. Electoral Commission a lawyer for nso chimua omu witness Jean adoko emensan so no omu nyan kran ko mfre ni bio. Eho ne ababa bedu sisi a Supreme Court say ochena obema lawyer for yi kwan na omaye de frɛ no oral argument to convince the court about their respective positions. Now, if the court need any ruling about na yetumi atwa, so the court never atum say okay. So almost you munyam from witnesses BOD. What it means, they say hearing I then end the court would have to probably accept or more submissions na fe or more ruling. That's where we are. And home commander any lawyer Samson Lardy and Yenini Edino. I mean, Kai would say. And there's also who the course or court and so Yansaka pictures, the way exclusive pictures, behind the scenes pictures are when who in the courtroom, outside of the court's premises, no be who some of the pictures no enti me who say lawyer Gabi Asaro Akon, me who Nana Boache, me who Electoral Commission chairperson and the two deputies are umunyina eba court enti oba Facebook sisia ubetimi ehu a lot of these pictures now on so far adwen chere no egu ho emayen and then we would share your thoughts with the rest of the world me hu Professor Nana Jane Opokwa German and so na oba court and you would see all of those pictures on Facebook na wahwe said the nyoma esi kontimonhya ne so emayen while the production team work the line to get us Samson Lardy and there are some few questions I was here yetimi busa na yenya clarity ewo in seminal but oman eda so ewo ha nti ye beto aso na ye de me hear some segment about and when we get him okay I hear Samson is back lawyer we dey kafra homa no etiko nti to aso ma yen
okay nti me paso na mpese me ka bibi edikato na sabi ebia no eti no se o asem ebisa na yahwe sene ya no bi ho a ye de beboa na ne me ba be kan se yen kai ehunu se obi ka se me na en pem nkomanimu se mema ya frɛ me nipa na gina adaka no mu a kwan bi so no anhwa na sa nipa no mum na ade no betia no because sabi nka wo frɛ wo nipa na ono ebegina adaka no mu a na ya ye ne efen say ne evidence no ye test it goes through the judicial test
Ekosiisen on
sabi one frɛ na se ne mekaye no se ko ba say ye di tumu as hearsay a ne muduo no na ate eswate but ebetimi so aba say na nyame nim yenka nokre no mu anu aka se omun susun hu enkari ade no hunu se omunipa no so man frɛ omumpo na omu case ya ankomun kan enese o ye ma won frɛ me nipa because nka omumom ene be hia omu se nka be ma omunipa na abetinem na afi u case a wo ye no nanka waye no wasai wo case no ho kakra ana se wasai no kra big to me swaba say nipa no nko ye de no ko gina adaka mu a wan sha na cross examination no so the defense or the buy no na ya cross examine na aha ade a wo de beto ho no inti obi ka se me nye madwin se mekom anim biom a wo na anka wo pese ye de ne beto adaka mu no kwan bi so no wan sha wo na wo se wenije kwan bi so no sebe wo na wo se wenije na because na semwa a witness statement or the atum no afi no ni mudu no eso ate kra into one sha na akọ no nti maka ni wie ni nem di twato kra no enie omo beye ne efe no addresses address no mu no eno ne di twato ansa na judge for no de omo atemu aba address no mu no se okobase echna sebe chatu entimi an cross so ahead of where it's a very difficult one ahead of him. Yeah, very difficult one.
And Hedel say Obama court the reason why it was a witness for first respondent and second respondent ebe abigina box name no.
Say ye compel womo.
Almost omumra.
Na omumfa omumpe ena nyina adaka no mu enka womo asem. And no, it's a difficult hurdle. But anything is possible.
But then the money difficult. Obiaka, and I think I've read a post from Professor Ekosiisen. Ana Okase Article 64 petition unique. The amo lawyer for my friend sui generis. No, inti idea the Electoral Commission chairperson. No. Performing a very critical public function. It is a wajuma ho obi wo issues about wajuma ho. It behoves you to come mount that box and answer, defend a juma away. Why should it be difficult, sir? Court never penny say mameno emramet na box name.
En America no. Bibia timisi china. Esan say. And I mean, you so me ma and say, esan say, election petition tea. Nanso, so we share your mirror no musenia ye juma na. And no, and I say, a bay ding. Esan say, nye nimuno. Be an echna, I say, election petition nun tino.
A semper FM.
Near ye nimu da dana ye dear jumano. Enye eno ene de beye adwuma eno ena meka se ema eho asemoka
kakra
ama ne wo pese ye hye obi a ono de ne pe eka se
Ekosiisen on
me wo defense nanso me pese me gina adaka mu no maka ho asem na ni science no sebe itimi akutia ono ankasa ne na asemu a ode beto court no se oyi won sama o petition na no ena nti let me end on the address me say addresses no nti ubehu ase ankoyi a ne baba ne say addresses no ubekwa ubehu say petitioners no ebe say adaji bebre e de aka we hu asem atre say sebi omo case a omo de baaye no omo prove omo case nanso we so wentimi anyine mu anka se anye se en defend na yi no ntino na asem ni sisia no you know emunye du kesi biom se na enka ogine mu na ye toto na no a anka eho beba no enti ne de no aye week enti eno no mayem fa anka asem. Addresses also will play a role on how they address, you know, the issues, particularly regarding the decision not to open a defense and adduce, you know, evidence in the oral form in the witness box.
And the other thing is, case be say about start here. Said the shall say yehuno. Parties ni nyina e de omo witnesses e by mo de omo witness statement e den e by. say petition na the case aba into on the witnesses na beba box na mo first. By this, no, say yes, you file a witness statement there. By year as parties in the be decided. See a bema your witness a bit in a box and I say man ma. Is that the case? And I say a matter of course once what file a witness statement there. It was a witness the bit in a box name.
Yo, inti I can cast no my main can kwan bi so Sebi, it will lack the nuance that I'm supposed to if I rendered it in English, but it might render it a little easier to comprehend. And see, what do witness statements no ba? Na when you nemu anyi wajuma, sebi.
Ekosiisen on Asempa
FM. Yeah, your friend is saying, here's here, you're too good. But my can be actual. Sebi, not to say you're too good. Inti say, oh, Enna, would do pay. No, I can say, would the near men come in be back car who cry on Puno. And found the old year no free. Opa Sugu. Nastola a 705 a whom wire and I say one team mubra. Sebi, fine and Quebec piano. Your friend is saying case management. I no. I will come once a man that you come once a month. Ubesha case way no and untina Sebi. Was a show she kakra because a chinan wouldn't be because we CI 99 at the enna enum and
so for the trial
pre-trial.
Okay.
And na ye share ni mu say enka no obia de no witness statement beba witness bia obia ye na agin so be frɛ no anko de no witness statement na beba
Ekosiisen on Asempa
na obia de no witness statement ba wia witness statement no eno ne de sebe nkrata ane adansie bia se videos amode abeba ba no anka ode ka ho na ode akoto court nanim intinka that case management no ena judge for no any lawyers no etna say na fi a witness statement ni ahye anka eho ena sebe ayi Justin Amenuvo any agotampa ebeka say oh ye share say dunketia witness statement no hane wakeka nsem bia emrama no kwan say odi bem ye share Professor White witness statement no we na waka emrama kwan say odi bem ye share rojo so de no niama bia wakeka keka no ne hu nyina so no eni petition no enti ye mongu normal way a ye adwuma no anka saa bre no na ye hwe saa niama no ebogu se wo se ebobibi gu a saa bre ne ebogu na wo de nkrata di so beto ho na saa krata no se be ye gitumu na enye yi a
Ekosiisen
ye normal way a ye no with CI 87 no saa bre no nka ye hwe na ye ka se saa krata we ye gina so e de ka asem a enye ye ni abo egu but ubesha case we no amana sa omo ejai e ma niama ekọ so nti abra ye ba betoto adansefo na no saa bre no na omo raise issues with the witness statement na fe ye argument na aka say oh paragraph way enu nyina so and I say it will work bias prejudice and it's not allowed in the law near ya bwego intinka sabi NSA anka respondent efre or more witness eba box ena mami jinmensa ebetna box witness box no mo anka ye ne ena anka sabi ebi atachikata beka say the witness statement no ono so oyese nti opese paragraph way ye yifrim sene ye akotampa any just na menuvo
no.
But so in the very ordinary scheme of things no anka saadi we na ye no case management nti eno ena emma me adwen say one sha ye best can guess it and we'll get it wrong because then o maye no amfa kwanya ye nimu a eda ho dada no e wo mu say ye wa judge for kakra bi o mo nheda no so a o mu kwanya Supreme Court afa so aye case management ni sisia no e to da bitu aka so mo so ta kwan ni bi so no mo fa e wo mu say ye new CI 87 na badie but o mo so still asa no mo ye no but on the basis of that, I will say that it is difficult to preempt anything.
The other thing is, so and it's already, respondents, in their response, first and second, it raised a preliminary legal objection because even at that time, no more free say on the strength of the petition, na bibian shede nimua. It was a petition and it mean invoke Article 64(1), the election petition eba. Unfortunately for you, and as fortunately, court need decided say ombe defer ruling on that to a more final ruling.
Exactly.
Wouldn't you say for them as respondents, the same route and because from day one, you free say muamun shade any case. Ampa to yen so yen your friend is earlier suspicion no afa mo de mo mo witnesses in aba we are even now more convinced because mo nshada any case in the yempo no yen ha yen crime for yen witnesses and yet the same route so no mo na me
nti ye katwa to sisia no ne e wo se ye kai biom wo ho ne se obesha abra omo hye trial na ase no na petitioner omo witnesses na nyomu ina na no mo de omo witness statement aba inti rojo meto no witness statement say na ye ichi
Asempa FM
omo wie e say dun ketia ne Professor White enso nka ye follow the normal process na anko so mo di tumu dada na ye ka ho asem bibia ansana nimre aso ama wabedi adanse right. On the issue of the preliminary legal objection no ye mre no mu no and also standard ne say so obi raise the preliminary legal objection na it goes to the foundation of the suit itself. It was there eno na court no e ka ho asem ansana omotu anamu bia ombetu ebiom esan say omu esi preliminary legal objection no ho yi nkonya ewieye no anke betimi aba say case no cry aiden ya boagu inti obi anko ha no ho enko frefru obi anko gina adaka mu na sebe yense ya adaje ne nkeka ho ina but eno so no kwan a omo ye so omo be ye no say omo be incorporate omo decision into the judgment no enya ade a yenhu bi da. In fact, Supreme Court what there there are a lot of there's a great deal of a body of precedent. Preliminary legal objection to me back. Then so it goes to the core, the substance of the suit, and so they decide that they will incorporate that question
in their final ruling,
resolve it in their final judgment. And you are right, absolutely right about it. But the truth is that in this case, the respondents would have been happier. Say, Anka Supreme Court Beka say, yen kan no ho asem wie mo say asem mo de bae no enin nyina so ana say emra kwan mu no they have not done what you call it discloses no reasonable course of action. Saade no say who the bape in ordinary cases, ordinary standard matters are ye di court no who the no bape bibia e koso asem no no e was say e come to a standstill na at the more for no oma moye legal arguments on that issue na o rule wo ho ansana
ye beto aso kwa ya
because them di kan no ruling no betumi aba as a ruling no ebeka say ampa yemfa say you be a friend no statute of limitation say case bia no wo de ba court a e wo mre a mra ma ho kwan say wo de beba election petition in the nature of presidential election petition emra no ema 21
days.
Say 21 days no pa ho now the case no court a wo de court no registrar no nka say 21 days a pa ho nti ye ma won file case no o mema wa file wo file wi a eye respondents or mo beba no and on be raise objection preliminary legal objection aka say yembo asem no ngu esan say emra wo se nka wo de ba no nye sa mre no na wo de bae sebe eya asase asem emra no kire say so wotena hwa ma mfie dumienu ebe pa ho a wo de asem no ba ye kan enye yi na watena hwa ma sa mre na twem wo de asem no ba nti ubon se sa ansem no sei no omu di asem na eno no eya na ye ntentem no mo edi na ubon se na fe case no sebe ya boegu ti ebogu a na se obi ango se obi adaje nti omu de nko munya ya nkasa na
be ko okay Lord, my final question be yes me did say we follow this petition before the Supreme Court
the same way I followed
you followed 2013 yes and yes having listened to witnesses miensa petitioner no ede aba say the shoes of Justine Amenuvo Mua
Ekosiisen on
anka obema witness aba
listen lawyer bia ukokota na maka lawyer bia ukokota or strategy so ukokota na uni strategy and wono minim ne wo ye wo court
wa nkokra nke
aha lawyer bia won strategy mint na ha and they can get it in strategy but na minim no kreni say who the case ebremia sabi yemfa so obi su obi now the case na ba se menyema wa nyema bi o hwa medical ya hwe saa nyema no enye se case na odi aba no edimu ana endimu etoda ye training no ntete ade amaye no saa na etie medical ya hwe case no ho se emra nipa na awoso de ba no with this one emre bi kire se wo di case no ba e wo so wo ye we ansa na wo de aba wo ye saa de no ansa na wo de ba na inti meshe saa ne mani na meshe na se one comply with the procedure and even sometimes substantive law
Ekosiisen on
mene wo bi e bet na se meka tell say obi tumuda case we nyame pa yemma ye ho na watwumi enu miensa ye betu egu yemma wo nkotena court ho say wadaje yemma wo ntue sika bebre ye nkosai wadaje enti say say ejuma mu ye nsem ba ye ne ehwema mo nansen ya bibisa abae ekopie court ewo outside of Accra ye hwe ade no ene say we nya de so ha ho aje mo because obi ena odi case no empa ogina obi anam no odi case na aba ye mra no kire say se wo begina obi anam di case a beto court a e wo niam mienu bi a wo se wo ye ansana
what you mean the case na aba
ye hwe eyi no nkrofo no o ma anya sa ade no o ha na ye ka kire ye clients muntum nda ene ekoy make his argument no na watching na two case no go ye enti normally no your strategy no e kan o the case ba lawyer bia ade obedi kan ya hwe so wo hwe case no we emra we na what ofaso ana rule we na what ofaso ansa na ya be hwe case na
nkasa mpo
sema wo kan ye no obi se me de ne ka ya mpa so wo de ne ka na so wo de ne kampo a infie sen na aba ansa na ode case no ba emra no se me de ka no we mbisa ho no ana ho ka na infie nsia ebe pa ho a ode case ba enye ye nti mehwe no so enti o hwe no saa dia obia won strategy obi so wo ha sebe wo di case no be ma no na adwen nkoho eno anso beka say na we ye ne den for defense bra aso aka on sem bibre ne dia photo court na aka case na ebia ichire baabi eno obehu say we na nko say me ye enso maanye ene to that's why ya na mre na atwem mre no twem a oye bibi hu bibi a enye ye interrogatories na no omo
yeah
opose no embra no kire say sa nyama na no omo opose no nyama bi ho a not even the interrogatories and nyama ni bi na omo di tumu efa with
other applications
how witness it na omo opose no ye wo classical case bi e friend na aboaba versus additional si you know studua e ka se nipa no de ade bi ba a sebe eye bibia wo de afa back door na etuni na so any case na ankasa num a wo de aba no na wot na ho ye hwe han na onya de tum na ye pene so na ekomu wia na be ka ne asa dance ne be ka ne body of evidence no ho a etire bia ukoka ho bibia enye ye into yourself you raise the objection and you raise it timelessly na ye free so
okay
and I think a strategy omo access your case and omo hu say baby edu no ye nipa no kra memu a meye bibia
still I was strong case but I would want to believe says a war with the same circumstances and you would have used the same strategy.
You are going back to it. Obi. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Lawyer Samson Lardy'S and Mote Menkano. That laughter, no, an interesting one. And that's where we are at the moment, as far as this election petition is concerned. The Medicare Kano. You better try the Akano. The other lawyers, no, and maybe we would pick Joseph Akable na fe one mind snapshot what happened. But the other lawyers, Sami Jemfi would be here. He speaks for the petitioner and lawyer Andrew Ejapame so a MP for the Secondary constituency, a legal practitioner, member of the NPP as well. Now, anyone akko into the merit or the demerit of the akoso ewo court no. But my answer am back na fe yen twaso ye won sembebre na egu apono so e wo se yehwe na yetumi eka. But of course